Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome to a brand new stream on the Always Room for Luke channel. Today, I'm playing a game which is actually sent to me by Fiction Factory Games, I think they're called. So, thank you for sending me this game. I appreciate it. You know, I love those dating simulator games. Let's just wait a couple minutes just to see if anybody else arrives. Then we'll get into the game. I am excited. As you know, I played a lot of dating simulator games. Dream Daddy. I played Hatchful Boyfriend when I streamed on Twitch. I just love visual novels. But I hope everybody's day has been good. Been looking forward to the stream. Alright, preferences. Let's have a look at that. Let's turn the music down just a little bit, just in case. Just in case the music is a bit louder than me. Which I don't want. What's prizes? Okay. Unlockable artwork. Guess we'll learn about that during the game. Something's on my glasses. I hate when that happens. Anyway, once I put my glasses back on, we're going to start the game. There we go, let's start. Yes, always room for me. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Analyzing. New profile. Hashtag 23771. I don't know what all this means. I'm not the Cody type of guy. Yes, never room for Bijou Mike. Take that, Michael. Take that. New profile, I read that. Economic bracket, lower middle, employment category, bleak, current emotional health rating low. Yes, always room for Luke. Never room for Bijou Mike. Ideal candidate for premium levels, assistant, proceed. Negative, what do you mean by negative? Well, always room for Luke and never room for Bijou Mike. Negative again. What's going on? Pretty please? Negative. It doesn't like me. No, Wolfie. Just no. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for profile. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh, hello. Oh, this is a character creation. Let's go. I'm just gonna do me because it's just easier for the stream. So yeah, as Mike revealed in his video, my name is that. Hairstyle medium, short. I think short hair looks a bit better. Skin tone. Hair color. This is sort of like mine. Kind of. It's the darkest brown they have. Of course, has to be red. Because red's better than green or pink. Bijou Mike. Got him. I have no clue what my eye color is. I never checked. Dude, doesn't he look amazing? Like a true gamer. Actually, I was thinking, what if we make Bijou Mike? Here we go, Bijou Mike. Easy. Nah, but we need to be red. We need to be me. The name Lukiel. Pronoun he. Correct. This is correct. Yes, that is correct. Premium level assistance. You tweeted him. Did you tag me in it? Where's Mika-chan? Mika-chan is sitting right next to me by here, like on my desk behind my keyboard. He is Mika-chan. I should really stick Mika-chan to my headset. Because it's a dating simulator, and we all know Mika-chan loves dating simulator games. Oh, Mika-chan, coming on my headset. Nearly done. Which side? This side? I think this side. You tagged who I thought was... You thought was me? My Twitter's in the description down below. If you want to, bit too low, isn't she? There you go, Mika-chan. We all know you're only here for Mika-chan. For the sake of his hopes and dreams. So yeah, let's see. Did you actually tweet it to me? Yeah, that is me. Winners don't use drugs. I have my OBS not up. Fiction Factory Games. See, they're the ones who made it. Written by Stefan Gagni and Ian Schumann. I'm sorry if I pronounced their names wrong. I probably have. Level 1. Put your quarter up. We don't use quarters in the UK. We use pennies. Do I have a penny? I don't. I spent it earlier. It's the future. Year 2000X. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe to be the human race, played by the evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? They're gonna take over us eventually. Yeah, no. Sorry, the future year 2000X is pretty much what you expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs. I wish I was one of those. Internet trolls. I think that's you, Wolfie. I think that's definitely you, Wolfie. Right here. Personal assistant AIs, cheese-flavored snack foods. Even with such wonders as 2000X holds, to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Oh. Here, have that penny. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. You just fed me for a week. I'm not as excited as Cameron was on his stream yesterday. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kiddies being in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. Yeah, thank you for the £3, Wolfie. I do appreciate it. My little corner of it is nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold my quaint little apartment. That's what you're going to be. Oh, it's a penguin! If you don't know, penguins are my favourite animals. Just saying. But it's a penguin, and it's an adorable penguin. Yes, a little bit closer to that Nintendo Switch. Can't complain, really. It's paradise. In a relatively sense, I only pay half the rent. Sorry, I'm a little bit ill, if you don't know. In relative sense, I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. That's goals right there. That is goals. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was, before today.
You got fired from another job?
Yes.
Seriously?
Damn,
Seriously?
she's thick.
That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
I like. Don't you like Juniper, Mika-chan? I'm sure you do. The horrific-looking young woman. There would be my roommate and childhood friend Juniper. You can see... This isn't Twitch, you can't clip that. You can see the thigh-high socks as bunnies just poking out from the bottom of the screen. Juniper is the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encouraged me whenever I lose a job. Like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? You gonna talk? No? Okay. Because you actually enjoyed that job, more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks, at the very least. I can't do the voice acting. Don't expect me to try and voice act. For any of the characters that already have voices, because it will fail miserably. I'm not the one complaining. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do. As long as we can make the rent, right? Yeah. No? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were, coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
I'll check DMs when I'm done. I will. And you hope he sees it. I hope so too. I'm declaring war on Bijou Mike. Although I've declared war on Bijou Mike years ago. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're gonna find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and... What? While I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and you forgot to put on my pants. And... Your dream job. Oh, my dream job, okay. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
Oh hey, I think I just got the thing to help you out. This isn't a bath... No, this isn't the ocean, this is a bathtub. The best meme... Well, one of the best memes ever. This isn't the ocean, this is a bathtub. Juniper pulls out a phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code on the glass, before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? What? Is that Elon Musk? Before he made the Boring Company and this is not a flamethrower. It would have worked, right, if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points. Just recommended it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Very good timing. Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs. One with less socks and or urine. Eh? Nani? I'll think about it. Okay, okay. But don't think too long, right? There I am. Looking dead, like in real life. Let's go. Some magazine. Arcade game. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I found it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling her over my life too. Both of us had it rough. Up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. God. Reading a visual novel is hard, but it's fun. Did I read that already? Bless her heart. She means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us. Against any dark forces aligning against me. That is some loyalty. Against myself. And it came down to that. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes. But skilled, nope. Typically the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. Never get caught in a pyramid scheme. Be careful. Life advice would always been for Luke. And Mika-chan, because Mika-chan is always by my side. Still no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Maybe. Right? I don't know. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. That's me every morning. I'm currently unemployed. Just like the main character, which is based on me. So it's kind of accurate so far, except I don't live on my own with a roommate. So this guy has a better life than I do. Like, come on. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app? Or just go find some jobs that pay well enough to cover the bills? Let's give the weird little app a shot. I'm curious. Figuring at the very least, a miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I load it up, tap the icon, and...
Hello!
What? There's some woman coming out the app. Hello! Huh? If I live by myself, I can definitely stream more. But living on your own is too much responsibility. I don't think I can handle that just yet. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else could freak out over a cute girl coming out of their phones. I would love that, but I have the cutest one right here. Cute, kawaii Mika-chan. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future. Year 2000X. What year is this? I want... Imagine Miku-chan coming out the phone. That would be amazing. That'll be revolutionary. When you want to come out my phone, Miku-chan? She's nodding. See? She's nodding.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version. Sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Hashtag ad. Hashtag not sponsored.
Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
What? What are you on about? I don't even like bagels.
Wow.
But I would like pizza anytime though.
Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Oh hell yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you for subscribing to Pizza Facts.
Is that an actual app? If that's an actual app on Google Play, I will download that instantly. Just notifications on Pizza
I'm here
Facts.
to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Pretty tall order for an app to do. Or are you some sort of djinn? I suppose in a modern parlance, a massively interconnected database search and virtual assistants could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. Speaking of genie, have you guys seen the Aladdin live action trailer. It just looks so weird. But I want someone to put into Sony Vegas when Will Smith comes out the lamp. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Well, with your donation earlier, Wolfie, I'm one step away from ordering a pizza as well. Honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you. Without motivation, you won't get anywhere. Hello, Foxzilla. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Half for the Switch, half for the pizza. Smart, Wolfie. I'm being smart. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn by my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of, honest.
Hooray!
I have a ton of, honest. That's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? Good question. I'm sure she will help us out with that. I mean, my phone's really just a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it worked just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interceptor. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analysing your personality, finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent pending, super duper identity identifier system, IIS. Never heard of it. But something that's probably going to be in the future. This game is predicting the future. And I like that. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name. But I couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? What do you think I should do, chat? Should I keep on talking to Iris? Or should I skip tutorial? So because Iris is not as adorable as Mika-chan. But game-wise, she's the only one I've got as like an assistant in-game. You know what I mean. Right, I might as well just go for the sales pitch. I want to experience every part. The first one, sales pitch, alright. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it. Tag with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analysing your tone. Don't skip tutorial. Okay, I haven't skipped tutorial. I do this by analysing your tone, inflection, and word choice. Yes, we did say pizza. We actually subscribed in-game to Pizza Facts, which I am looking forward to some facts about pizza. I want to know who come up with Hawaiian pizza, because who decided pineapple would be good on pizza? Disclaimer, it's not great on pizza. That's my opinion. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your response to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. Ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. God, that noise. Quirky responses uses jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just a thing for picking up someone's spirits. But a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Yes, exactly. Whoever came up with pineapple on pizza is a T-Series supporter. Only PewDiePie supporters here. Subscribe to PewDiePie after the stream. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground. that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly goofy, generally steady, a mix of both? Who knows? It's up to you. So, what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy. Or never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad. Yes, it's bad.
Nope.
They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go along with what feels right in that moment. Do not limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. Letting it happen naturally is kind of my thing. I'm a go-with-the-flow sort of person. Nothing really bugs me. You might be interested in the next feature then. This app you downloaded can let you see eyes if you want. I'm going to just call them eyes because it's just easier to say. That way you can make an informed decision. If you prefer, I can hide those indicators, keeping it a surprise. They simply go with the flow, as you say. Which would you like? Do you want to see the coloured eyes, or leave them hidden? I want to see them. Yeah, if you could do me one favour, and that's share out the stream and try and get more people in the stream, and to get involved with the community that I'm trying to make. I'll be really appreciated. We're back going to change the profile picture. Alright, Foxzilla? And also, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so you know when I go live again. And also hit the notification bell, because subscriptions don't work properly. Okay, you'll see the indicators in all the glorious colours. Well, if I'm colourblind, that's why they're also uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. Now, let's see my patient pending II system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Love them. You can't get enough of a good dad joke. Hi jokes, I'm dad. Hi jokes, I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. Anyways, as you go along, I'll analyse and tally your II. In fact, let me show you now.
Good work.
Will you look at that? Such strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers. So I've got to gamify a little. Anyway, studies show that the achievements, or chivos as the kids say, I've never used the word chivos, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with this empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with him over there. Relationship scores? Wonderful. So will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Got him. You're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. And it's obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle? I have no idea. They're using words I've never even heard of before. A few social encounters. It won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax. Have fun. Don't feel pressured to perform. It all works out in the end. In other words, don't freak out too much about what the right thing to say is.
My sources say yes.
So you heard it here first. My sources say yes. Be yourself, and big and good things are bound to happen. Anyway, you can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of your screen. I think I might do that to leave this hand free. And that is everything. Ta-da! Ta-da, Iris. Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job? I only download this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? What twist? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly. I mean your spirit. Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Romance? Seriously? Seriously, often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. If you either focus on gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, well, that's a recipe for disaster. Truth. That is the truth. And hitting on a co-workers right from day one can be kinda awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate, never get a second chance to make a first impression? If I meet the right person, why pull it off? How do I handle this new opportunity? Sure, if I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once, why not? Super! And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now, let's get started. To finish analysing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. I knew it, this is some kind of scam. And I wake up in a bathtub of ice. Missing a kidney. Sure, I can help register you as... I can help you register an organ donor.
Bad command or file name?
Oh, but you were being sarcastic. Sorry. I haven't quite finished analysing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with my third parties. With any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorised? Sure. Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still 18th time the charm, right?
Please
Yeah, go ahead.
This recorded music.
This is elevator music. So, do I just stand here, or...?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. 30, that's very last minute. Please put on some nice clothes, nicer than those. Please, I don't think that's too much to ask. What? Your interview, silly. You want to look your best. I wish that happened to me. It's like, you don't apply, bam, interview in 30 minutes. But no, the real world doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But we just... How? Okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now, gotta move on. Tut tut. You need to catch the 20 past 8 bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening, but I do have a chance to get off this crazy train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could... I'm going for the job interview. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there, rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what they were very likely men with sharp knives and tastes for kidneys. But me? I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims that serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expect another shoe salesman job at best. But, well... it'll be worth a laugh at the very least. I choose to trust in the science. What is my dream anyway? What the hell, let's do this. And like I always say, go with the flow. I'm gonna trust in the science. Assuming Iris isn't lying, she's massively interconnected to any number of databases. And now, to my own digital persona, all my mumblings, my rants and ravings, my cat memes, because you have to have cat memes. There's not a single person alive who has not posted at least one cat meme. I've heard about virtual assistants before, about the wonders they can perform. In an increasingly connected future, the year 2000X, they're a practical next step in AI research. By this point, it's going to take a miracle to sort my life out. So what if that miracle is made of bits and silicon? Silicone? Oh, you know what I mean. I'll take it. I've always had an affinity with silicone, right? As I came to realize weeks later, it turns out that was the best rational decision I've ever made. It's the arcade, isn't it? Bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building. Although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. Which one is it? Is it the law offices of Smith Johnson, attorney at law? Office space for what? For rent? Wub sub. Oh, I want a wub sub. Wub sub. That's the best name I've ever heard. Like, out of all the animes I've watched, they want to have like in all fast food restaurants, if they're not sponsored by them, they change the name like Whack Wonald's or something like that. But that's one of the best ones, Wub Sub. It's catchy. This is, well, it's a strip. What? What's a strip mall? Any Americans here know what a strip mall is? Strip malls are relics of 1900s, places where random assortments of weird little businesses jam, as many of themselves into as tight space as possible. Oh, so that's what I know what they are. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa. One's called Lattes and Enemas. Oh god, that does not sound fun. Lattes and Enemas.
Hey, listen.
I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses, exactly? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books. I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, Funplex? What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade, silly. Huh? Nani? Trust me on this. I've referenced and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. I wish I had something like this. My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
Well, she said it. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs. 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. But well, restaurants are popular too, right? And everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef. Iron Chef trademarked. A dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune. For those who don't, well, they just get fired. No wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always this popular. Oh, is that the ET like dig site where they dug up a bunch of ET for the Atari console. Can't remember the full name of it. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980 something, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. Yeah, it's E.T. I think it was in like New Mexico or something, where Atari or whoever made E.T. just buried it in the middle of nowhere. And then, sometime later, someone was digging and they found like the whole load of E.T. Did not expect that to make an appearance in this game. For instance, one fact that could have been a terrible game based on a kids movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. See? E.T. I called it. Called it. This game was complete poop butt, like poop from a butt. I don't know why I explained that one. Overproductive, overproduced and undersold. It's ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? I haven't been to an arcade in years. The mind boggles. Make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is dodgy. It's a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You're saying 99% sure.
99.97%.
Thank you, Iris. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived. This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in a... Oh, flashbacks. 15 years. Oh, that's just as long as I haven't been in an arcade for. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. Wonder why I stopped going to them. Because of like home entertainment consoles. It's the home consoles that killed off that pretty much killed off arcades. Like, let's be real here. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
My sources say yes.
When I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. It's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my maths is deadly serious. My coder made me to be the warm, personal front of a database array that is currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need right here, right now. When this place inevitably I can't even say that word, inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, makes you think that's going to happen. Because it does. It always does. I don't think a database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things really work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? Open my mouth to protest, and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong, I still had to try. And besides, Iris was confident to 99.97%. And a lot of people poured a lot of science into that number, like she said. I choose to put my faith in the technology when I walked out the door this morning, right? I owed it to myself to see that through. The truth is that even if I don't consider myself a gamer, I'm certainly decent with computers. With an affinity for silicone, you have to be in 2000X. And if it's the end, that science failed me. Well, no harm, no foul, at least I tried. Truth, very true. So I opted to push those doors and see what will wait for me on the other side. Going into the arcade. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. Ah, the classic arcade smell. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. Showtime stage, Funplex, but the E is broken. It's Castle Crunch, Fast Cars 5, oh the best in the series, Fast Cars 5. There's Time Shifters? Is that Test of Discomfort? That sounds like a good game. Snack Runner. Snack Runner. I'm a snack. I can't read those ones though. I think that one says Jungle. At once I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat. Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade. That's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognise that game with the stage, lights and thing. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing. A Japanese import?
My sources say yes.
Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration between Nihana Heavy Industry Concerns and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. A classic arcade game right there. Huh? I recognise most of these. Oh, is that seriously a Mr. Whoop-Moopy's Magical Maze? It's Pac-Man. Mr. Moopy's. I love the name. The name choices are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Fists of Discomfort. That does not sound very pleasing. I thought I said Tests of Discomfort, but nope, it's Fists of Discomfort. It's family friendly. No more, not gonna make any jokes about it. Two genres I was utterly lousy at, last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Reverse trap. It's a reverse trap. Sorry, Mum, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she's even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket price redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
What?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
I didn't know your name was Francine.
Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
A Funplex? Is that where you suplex a clown? What's the red star mean again? I can't remember. A Funplex. A Funplex, is that when you suplex a... Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Considering we've been open since the early 1980 beep, I've heard them all. It's so nice to see young people with good sense of humour, and it's nice for you to try and cheer up an old lady up. Yes, I heard you call me an old lady. Well, that's a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear. God damn it. God damn it.
Please, call me Francine. As in, Francine's Arcade Funplex. Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
That's sad.
He died peacefully in bed some years ago.
That's actually quite sad.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved.
Oh God!
Having
Oh my
intentionally
God!
physical relations with me.
If you're too young to know what that means, I'm not going to mention it on stream. Family friendly here on stream. Well, I try to be. I try to be as family friendly as possible. Physical relations. That's information I need to know, yeah. That's amazing. This game is amazing. Luke Heel, ma'am. Kimmy, you're looking for a job. I understand my interview was pre-arranged. Yes. The computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. So, shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry out on here. It's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How'd you deal with the constant noise anyway? Oh, eventually you just sort of learned how to filter out all the beeps and the boops. I think that's a very satisfying noise, all the beeps and the boops of an arcade machine. As a gamer, you would not be annoyed by that. Well, I'm not annoyed by them. I just find them satisfying. It can take weeks to become acclimated. I found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. Oh, it's so quiet now. So quiet. So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms into an employees only door. Penguin there, baby. Oh, what's that from? It's a play on that poster. I think it was like a cat. Like, hang in there, baby, or something like that. But a penguin, which is adorable. I love penguins. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. What? Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. Don't blame the boy. He's been overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs, held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Makes sense. Point is, I'm confident, prepared, and ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur
Typical
would you
question.
be?
What? What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, go with the flow. Let's do it. Alright, so, as someone who's been to a lot of job interviews, a question like this is basically, if you were a T-Rex, then you would hate everyone. And you would just try and devour everything that moves. Which means not good teamwork. Pterodactyl, it flies in groups, I think. So it's like a team player sort of thing. Brontosaurus, I don't really know much about Brontosaurus. Hey Spirit Wolf, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Yeah, this is also me teaching you about the future of interviews. You get asked about a question like this. Just think about why they're asking. Think about each dinosaur and what, and if they're a team player or not. Bronto is passive. I'm gonna go with Pterodactyl. Soaring through the sky, it's because everybody wants to fly. And it flies in a pack, like in a team, so it'd be good to work like with other people. You know what I mean. I always wanted to be a bird, so... Wait, no. All dinosaurs are basically birds. Let me rephrase. Are they? I always want to be a flying bird, so Pterodactyl. Swooping around, catching updrafts, staying away from meat eaters. Really? How exciting.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos. But snacks?
When you have pizza on a bagel,
Can have. It's given a good thought. How can I forget my favorite snack? A tasty apple with... Oh, that does not sound appetizing at all. Tacos. Tacos and only tacos. There's no other sustenance. I see. I see you're a person who knows exactly what they want. And how to get it. Tacos. Not gonna lie, I have a confession to make. I have never had a taco in my life. Never. They're just not that popular down in the UK. Well, where I am in the UK. Not sure about other places. You know what they say? You are what you eat. You either. High five. I'm not alone. High five, Spirit Wolf. And everybody else who has never had a taco, high five. I'm not alone. I said that to someone before and they just shouted at me for not having a taco. Next question. Nothing I've prepared for has helped me plan this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Oh, what a question. What a question. I don't know. Is this interview for real or a dream? I don't know either. As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. To be honest, I'd probably get eaten on day one. That's me. That's obviously me, just dying day one. That's also true. No lawyers left to sue for malpractice. Medical, definitely in a world without lawyers. I'm sure I could do a reasonable job. But seriously, I did have to take a first aid class when I worked at previous jobs. And CPR lessons. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will be exposed to all sorts of patient zeros. And will be the first ones eaten. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be the difference between your party living. And dying slowly. True. And painfully. One more thing.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? Question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you, I came out with the job offer.
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again.
My dream job.
Are you here?
I just noticed the earrings. Pac-Man and Cherries. Because Cherries is also in Pac-Man as like an extra point boost. Plus, I didn't have a better answer than my super science phone told me to do it. Faith in silicone got me this far. To get farther, I need more than that. Need to actually think this through. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. Use science. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. Looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. It's a Funplex. That one is also true. If you don't take risks, you can't go anywhere. I feel like my life's been in a rut for over a decade now. I don't mind, not really. I can go with the flow, but another decade of that, too? No, I need to take a risk and try something totally new. Everybody's been pushing me to find a job that's more than a job. Just like you're saying. Is this my dream job? I don't know. But I have to try. I have to take the gamble, or I'll never get anywhere. Not to say I'm overly impulsive. I worked as a lifeguard recently. You have to be sharp and ready to act. With a cool head, I can do that for your funplex too. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. I'd rather be in a land of make-believe. Sounds more fun. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often notes me smiling after I come home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways we can save a life, even here. Oh yeah, Wolfie, definitely. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Chester Cat, is that you? It could be. Yeah, Wolfie, Francine is not my type. I'm afraid, she's just not my type. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. Go ahead, Wolfie, go ahead. God, all this reading is making my throat, like, dry up. Francine leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I accepted really involved. No, I didn't. I didn't assume anyone's gender. It's 2019. Yeah, Mika-chan is sleeping on my shoulder. But she's waking up now. Aren't you, Mika-chan? I need to wipe my glasses down a bit. Oh, she just keeps on turning over. She just likes my shoulder too much. Oh, there's still stuff on my glasses. I hate glasses.
Oh, how marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Luke. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I never woke Mika-chan up. Mika-chan was already awake. Weren't you, Mika-chan? See? She's nodding. Mika-chan is nodding. I glanced at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately, trying to fill in since the position was vacated. Don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. God, that does not sound fun.
Oh, such a
He just wasn't.
shame.
No, Mika-chan is the goddess. I cannot interfere with the goddess's daily schedule. I never did anything wrong to you, did I, Mika-chan? See? She's saying no. I did nothing wrong to Mika-chan. I'm not like Michael with Clarence and Scrub-chan. I respect Mika-chan. He just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I have no patience patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry. The last person to work at this desk was your grandson. Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative. I can't say the word. All that nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Hey, that's actually not a bad thumbnail. Can I just get this picture? Devs, if you're watching, can you just somehow take everything off the screen? Okay then. I adjust my seat on the semi-comfortable stool leaning against the desk beneath me. A wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope there and then that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but choose to look on the positive side. So yeah, I'm going to take a screenshot of that, just because I will be shooting this again, because I don't know how long the game is, and I'm only going to be shooting for like 2 hours, maybe 3, I'm not sure yet. Right click, can't you? Wolfie, you are amazing. I didn't even notice. I didn't even remember that. Yeah, now that is screenshotted. Now that's a good thumbnail right there. Nothing needs to be done. But I'm gonna keep this thumbnail as it is, like for the stream. I mean, Love Wolfie, that's a bit of a grey area. Like, I wouldn't have known that. I don't make video games. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Any minute now. Wolfie the Nerd. We're all nerds here. Nerds and proud. Also, weeb and proud. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass. Or a coloured pencil set. Or a light up yo-yo. Yo-yo. I have a yo-yo. I have 2 yo-yos. One of them is a Kingdom Hearts yo-yo, which is just beautiful. You guys want to see the Kingdom Hearts yo-yo? I never actually shown the yo-yo like on stream. 1 second. For every chance I get to show off my Kingdom Hearts yo-yo, I will. There you go. Kingdom Hearts on this side. And then on the other side is Monsters Inc. logo. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, yeah, you know me too well, Wolfie. Every time a yo-yo comes up, Kingdom Hearts yo-yo is coming out. I'm not taking out the wrapper though, because I want to keep it safe. It's a light up yo-yo as well. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults. I have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Okay. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I started wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. That's a decent thought to have. Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Did he seem like the typical businessman on a break? Or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado, in fact? He's a snappy dresser, seems a cool dude. Wow, he seems pretty stuck up. Damn, he's hot. That's my kind of guy. Wow. He does seem a cool dude. I'm not saying the last one. Most guys know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp like a linoleum knife. Linoleum? Linoleum? I don't know. It's confusing. In fact, the rather pointed look he's offering at me, doubling back, is rather linoleum knifey too. He's ripped though. He is actually ripped. And he has the logo. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's like, hey, wait a minute. Who are you exactly? The Kazoo Kid, that's the one. Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? I am Francine. I had some work done. Pleased to meet you. I'm Luke. Hello, I'm Luke. I'm your new hire. I'm looking forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat on hearing that. Somewhat. Look at that face.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got guts for the octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. Like it would. So, she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign. She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. So I'm guessing, so he's Gavin. Because I want to be professional. Gavin doesn't seem like the jokey type of dude. Like, not yet at least. Yeah, it is kind of a British name.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
That face. I can't make his face. Only he can make the face.
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex.
And Wolfie, I don't care if you take
managed to keep Gavin
screenshots.
in business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets or prizes. But that's the least part of your job. Alice Cooper. There's more to it than that. Maybe. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What? The carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade. The games. The patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. You're in. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loves filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I'm not a people person, as you likely gathered. Yeah, I've gathered that, Gavin. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? Of course. Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. Ooh, fancy. He has a work phone. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? I have. Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. Anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? This is my first pony ride. Rely on me. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service. and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've got experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly.
Indeed.
Good. I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, then you will last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade?
Yep. That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
He's a chaos. He's a chaos type of guy.
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
Yes. Why so aggressive? I just started here. No problem at all. I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out why I'm here. What my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I need to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. Got a +1 on Gavin. Nice. I say share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully, this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Don't copy Happy just yet from Fairy Tail. He's just getting to know me. He doesn't love me. But since I'm already sitting here, do you rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'll help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop is through that door. The one next to the UFO catcher. Like the crane game. To use layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first co-worker ended up decidedly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a total jerk, definitely. I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I decided to give this guy an honest chance, for now. Anyway, I should go meet my next co-worker. This Naomi, I mentioned. Although, I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door also marked, employees only. R apostrophe. Leads from the arcade door to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. Ooh, who's Naomi gonna be? Although I know who each character is, well, I know the names of each character. I'm not gonna spoil that for you now. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi. Spoken only of in myth and legend. girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like a CRT tube monitor. Look at that setup. Now that is like an engineer's dream. That is devastating. Just broken arcade machines. Definitely wasn't looking at anything else. Definitely not looking at anything else. Didn't realize I had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in. Too busy soldering a capacitor into place. The lingering smell of melted metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me. Lack of better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She's not bad. Naomi's not that bad. He said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Luke. I'm the new floor attendant, starting today.
Oh! Hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
She spares a glance at her phone on a nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was totally focused on the task at hand. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat middle-aged guys. The classic stereotype. Oh my god, she's so cute. I just want to hug her. But that would be super inappropriate. Here we go. I have to go with that one because, come on, she is. I'm not cheating on Mika-chan. Mika-chan, you're still my goddess, Mika-chan. I am but a weak-willed human being. One who grew up feeling mighty funny whenever I saw Velma from Scooby-Doo. Funny where and funny how? Nerds need some love too, you know. And when I was moved from school to school, a social outcast, I was drawn to fellow outcasts in turn. Still, beyond my weird libidos, I notice how much she's smiling as she welds that little thing onto the bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace. I can appreciate that joy in one's nerdy passions.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
He's busy doing strange things with numbers. Yeah, anything to do with numbers is very strange indeed. Very strange.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
What happened last time? Really? What happened last time?
Well, I dropped it.
Oh, right. She helped me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to the other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. Hey, that beefy monitor is what people my age used to play games on back in the day. Why is it so empty in there? Maybe we could fill it with nacho dip. Let's pack that baby up with some thick, tasty guac and have a nacho party.
No.
Speaking as someone who had to clean rat droppings out, how do I go back? How do I go back? I messed up. Speaking as someone who had to clean rat droppings out of a rescue cabinet, trust me when I say that's a horrible, horrible idea. Well, there goes my appetite. Although, God, that was some growl. My God, that was a growl and a half. wiping stuff off my glasses again. Naomi keeps working, using her pocket multimeter to check various connections as we chat. But seriously, why is it so empty? It's a matter of form over function, I'd say.
Let me explain.
I mean, compared to American and Japanese cabinets, ours are designed for standing players. They have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down. I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the key ring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile. Not just at a job well done, but at looking at the whole thing. It's like a fine sculpture. Who, Naomi or the cabinets? Because I think they're both. Ooh, I love the classic midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork, the what on what, and the what artwork. With a sigh, Naomi points out the key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is. Working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel. As for me, well, it is. Arcade cabinets are so beautiful in their own way. The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing. The art, the style, and of course the game itself. All of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. You run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful. In its own way. Oh, good. I'm not good at voices. Just letting you know. I'm just reminding you all again. Not good with voices. Naomi lights up with the joy like a pinball machine. All twinkly and shiny.
Woohoo!
Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, I can get along with him, generally, but his whole attitude is just... oh.
Ugh.
And I noticed the red penguin in the background. God damn it, dust. I hate dust going on my glasses all the time. Yeah, an even more adorable penguin, because it is red. A red penguin. Right there with a purple bow tie. If anybody's going to ruin the funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. And yet I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know too. Yeah, I'm new, first day, do not rock the boat. So, what's there to do that's fun around here? Apart from the games.
What?
Play games, of course. It's a funplex. It's literally a plex of fun. Right, I knew that. Sorry, I always ask awkward non-questions when I'm, no, I should apologize. You just sat here and I'm dumping workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. I try to stay cheerful. Really, no matter what. But try and succeed are different words. Anyway, don't worry about it. Gavin's my problem, not yours. Right, let's go back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem strong. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Ooh, is she coming on to us? I hope so. Well, a strong guy at least. Well, you're a guy, that's enough. I'm semi-insulted then. Okay, let's get to it. I'm semi-insulted, let's go. Right, a little to the left. Now. My left. My left. You're right. Careful. Now, forward, right, correct. I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And there. Carefully. Carefully. Tip it into place. Victory! Victory Royale. I gently eased the rolling dolly forward. Giant wooden box slotted into place alongside its neighbours. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy. Especially when Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. With the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck. And I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but... Thanks for helping me out, Luke. I think you're going to do just great here. Happy to, that noise. Alright, stomach growling. Food acquired, except... Wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel...
Hey, so, any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... Oh, no, not really. There's Wubsub. Remember that name, Wubsub. I mean, there's a cheaper Wubsub sandwich place. Even if that stuff is super tasty, don't want to go in there. We need to eat healthy. She's one of those healthy eating people. So Naomi's one of those people who likes to eat healthy. Okay, good to know. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She presses a box lunch into my... Oh, it's happening with the box lunch. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mum, who learned from her mum back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles, all sorts of good, healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? I can't take your lunch from you, Naomi. Even though I want to have Naomi's homemade lunchbox. Bento box. You know, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What do you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine. I'll go ahead the whole story. Next door, I got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important.
See ya.
I see what she did there. She just wanted to go to her lunch so she can eat whatever the hell she wanted. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to get some junk food. See? Called it. I called it. Oh, I accidentally closed the game. Accidentally clicked off the game. There we go. Naomi definitely reminds me of some of the friends I made back in school. A little weird, a little obsessive about things, but charmingly so. Seem to think alike in a lot of ways. I think we'll get along just fine. But am I silly to hold out hope? Or I don't know more. First day on the job, Luke, get your head on straight. And yet, she did give me her lunch. Me, a total stranger. Gotta be something there, right? Yeah, there has to be something there if she just gives you the bento box. I bet if Gavin was hungry, she wouldn't give him a bento box. Armed with a box of health foods, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Penguin there, baby. Room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice. For food times, it's not much. A few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Who are you? Who are you? Did I really get scared by that? God damn it. This isn't even a horror game. My mind and body screaming wildly, and my paralyzed form is unable to move. And the vision of terror before me. Like, where did they come from? Where was the flamingo just hiding underneath the table? A half-person, half-animal waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Most likely. First day of the job, gonna die. Hello? Anyone in there? I like the name, Waking Nightmare. But damn, she's quite cute. For a visual novel character. See, nothing to be afraid of. Ah, right, I see. Looks like you stabilized. I was worried I scared the life out of you.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really? Can we start over, maybe?
Yes. I nod my head slowly. Well, that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock. I mean, it could be both.
I'm Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. And I'm Luke.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
What the Funplex? What now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
I work here. Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex after all.
Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I meant I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Since about 2 seconds ago. Today. This morning, to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
Welcome! I like the voices of these characters. These voices are amazing. It would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo. Creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. How did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course. Would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed. God, this is getting intense. It's like Splinter Cell, but dating simulator form.
Let's see.
Next, you need to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code. Just to find me. It just keeps going and going. This girl has some imagination. She is definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. The way she just takes an idea and runs with it. A lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it as well. Like, not gonna lie. It's... shows a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would have you snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped. But for a price. Ashley finally realised that she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. The classic anime, like, sweat drop when she's embarrassed or something like that. Oops. Sometimes you get swept up in a good story. I mean, I kind of find some way to make this job more interesting. I mean, she's got a point. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, geez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Oh, she's a cosplayer. That makes her even more attractive. Not gonna lie. I mean, I should have guessed by the flamingo outfit. I don't know why I didn't guess that. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up, and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favourite video game or TV character. I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better than when people recognize what character you are. Empowering? Really? Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats.
Yes!
Definitely. You want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. Yes. Yes. In fact, I made this one. Oh, what is it? I think Ashley is pointing to a flamingo costume. It's still hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So Pinky is your creation? Intentionally? Yep, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? It does. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally. I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Oh thanks, it's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped up to play games. And the kids seems to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions in for me to come closer. She leans in, glances around the room once and talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm. I was giving her a good old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh? Limbs falling off seemed bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5, 6 years max. Anyway, we're next to Showtime stage and she tugged on my arm and... whoosh! The arm came flying off. Off came the arm. Girl instantly started bawling. Wait, at least you are consistently scaring people. Got it. And it's not just me.
Nope.
I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend the floor. The floor is the thing that I'm attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humour. She'll be so proud. I assume you've already met Francine? But have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi yet? Yep. Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Yeah? Wait. What, seriously? So, are they going out? Haha, no. Bonjour. I'm good, Marito. How are you? And welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. We are playing a game called Arcade Spirits that was actually kindly given to me by the creators of this game. So thank you to them. And it's an experience so far. I'm really enjoying this game. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime. I like her. I like her a lot. I think she's the one. I think she's the one. Like the classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words. Yes, I like her. Ashley's the best so far. Consider them marked.
Beep, beep.
What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm before my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. Didn't even get a chance to eat.
What? No!
That's no good. Luke needs his calories. You eat up. I'll go watch the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks, Ashley. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recess of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart. Wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about her art. Ashley's got a lot of going in her head of hers. I just don't understand it. Ashley is total cutie. I'm all aboard the Pinky train. Choo choo. I'm going for that one. All aboard the Pinky Express. I'm all shocked at how creative and fun Ashley is. I'll never meet anyone like her that has so much gusto in life. I hope if I spend more time with her, a little of that passion will rub off on me too. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, Hatsune Miku's on my headset, not my my glasses. I know, it was just like a little thing at the start of the stream where someone asked, where's Mika-chan? So I put Mika-chan on the camera, and then I was like, I'm gonna stick it to my my headset. So here we go. But yeah, at the moment, Ashley is best girl. The one in the flamingo costume. Wolfie, I bet Cameron wouldn't like Ashley in the flamingo costume. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done, and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor. Looking for problems, or potential problems, or just making sure everything's A-okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my co-workers. Good first impressions, at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I had awful co-workers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I shall have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? Good question. Alright, customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of... Oh my god. A loud crowd around Showtime stage. That's probably just someone dancing, so I'll leave that till last. Wait, what? It seems fine for me. Have you tried refreshing? Because it's saying no frames have dropped on OBS. It might just be your internet, Wolfie, unless anybody else is having the same problem. But yeah, but first I'm gonna go to someone cursing up a storm. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fists of Discomfort is being played. I like the name, but it's a bit on the weird side. Were they actually going for sexual innuendos when coming up with names? Because if so, that'd be so funny. That'd be so funny if that was. Remember this Iris telling me all about it earlier today? Well, I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fists of Discomfort, or FOD. It's one of the most... Hey Carter, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. So yeah, playing a game that called Arcade Spirits. It's not an online. It's a visual novel dating simulator game. You know I love those type of games. Yote. I'm not sure what yote means. It's one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. 1 year, Team Wicked Prodigies took over on the Unreal. Took on the Unreal and came back to win in the Dying. Yota's Yeet 2.0. I did not know that. I've never used any of them. Probably won't. The Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the undying seconds of a tiebreaker match. To take home a record $5 million prize. What? That's like that Dota one. 5 million? That's a lot of moolah. I need to get into competitive gaming. But I just need to be good at a game first, which is never going to happen. Okay, so how does it work? It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Each player is defending in their dojo, and it's 3 sensei from attacks by the other player. Obviously, you can do this by attacking the other player and their 3 sensei directly, with punches and kicks and stuff. Alright, Kata, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Oh, I don't need luck getting a waifu. I have Mika-chan. But you also summon your own army of ninjas to march down the top and bottom lanes and do most of the fighting for you. That's the strategy element. With a combination of knowing when to summon allies, what stat boosts items to buy from your dojo shop, and your combat skills at fending off enemies. It sounds like a much better version of League of Legends, not gonna lie. Punch through your opponent's minions, topple their sensei, and destroy their dojo. I would rather play this than League of Legends. I tried playing League of Legends quite recently and I did not like it. Not one bit. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. Also, I get the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the f?
Whoa, whoa, calm, calm, calm. What the actual bleep was that? No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be blanking me. There's no way this is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. This game, it's all night long. Rando Calrissian. Haha, get wrecked, noob. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. Get out of my stream, beat you, Mike. I'm joking. I'm joking. I saved a little something extra special for you. Been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh hey, I forgot to mention I bought an extra ultimate technique score from my dojo. Whoops, might be. Wait, what? You have me farming? How could XP share technique with creep waves? Take this. 5-fold explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? Top quality animation for a visual novel. No!
Oh, GG. No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
My dry eyes blinking painfully makes me realize I've been standing here, watching intently during that whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in, couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face. Ooh, that was a savage.
Hey, kid.
What are you staring at?
You've never seen a champion of my caliber before?
No, I haven't. Oh, I don't know how to even begin to even consider how to respond to a question. I'll have to take a moment to collect my thoughts. I somehow gathered she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's the most direct, fierce person I've met all day. And she's the most direct... Yeah, I've already read that. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far. Why so rude though? What a sore winner. Should be fun to hang around, no doubt. Nope. Look, let's be frank about this. I know my tastes, and Queen Bee got the whole... No, I didn't mean to press that one. No, Ashley stole my my favorite. Oh, she stole my subservient little heart.
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers. Should have gone for the head.
So, are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I can best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
And what's your job? Hassling me? I enforce arcade law within this noble funplex. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. The game eats your quarter, come to me. It's the, it's that laugh pose. What, you serious? Okay, then welcome aboard this runaway train.
They haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think I was actually really tacted to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Luke. Did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. Might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where the name tags are forged in vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin is just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem. We gamers got to stick together.
I'm Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
Anyway, I'm one of the regulars on here, besides Per and Tio. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than that guy. Oh great, now you see we're making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a better pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Nope. Nope. Literally have no idea what you were talking about. Got him.
Whoa.
Been living under a rock for the past decade? Consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock? Then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come on, let me show you the path to the darkness that is the internet. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Well, it's part of my job to know all about the games here. And if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around this game, I should take advantage of that. Lead me further into Dark Abyss, my mistress. Oh god. That's just... Why? Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. On further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she rigged up. Can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet, so I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts my own personal PC back home, which then the stream matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. It's like what I'm doing right now! Oh, what a small world. Costs a bit to put everything all together, and it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. It actually took me 5 minutes to set all this up. So get good. After doing this for a couple of years, it's pretty easy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras, damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex and from home. There's so much to miss out on by sitting on your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community. But wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
Nope, no way.
Haha, no. That was part of my warm-up matches. Got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible. Even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in, fodder. As in, you know, chum. Did I just get gnomed? Because the gnome says, "Hello, my old chum." Or something like that. Lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I got the idea. Yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. My crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what? What time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 PM Eastern.
What the?
I gotta go live in 5 minutes. That was like me before the stream. I totally forgot to set up OBS and I was like, God, I have to set this up. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure. One thing, can you keep the swing down at least a little? You've got kids around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Thank you, Queen Bee. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her Fists of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up a broadcasting rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Is it wrong for me to crave being... Oh, okay. I think I see where my character's going with this. We've got good chemistry so far. Note to self. Check with Gavin about the ethics of dating your customers. Not that I'm committing to anything here, just, you know. I'm not the type that wants to get stepped on, okay? Me in real life, I'm not like the guy... I'm not like me in this game. I'm not a masochist. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. We rush all the 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on, angry rando. Hurry up and finish your game. You, do you work here? I see you behind the desk earlier. Ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Luke, floor attendant. Well, stop attending to carpets and attend to me. I want this. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this piece of crap off this game and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Gregory and I ought to hear the guy out. I tapped the players on the shoulder. He didn't even know. Is that Brian? Is his name Brian? The ginger guy from Dream Daddy. You know that visual novel. I streamed it a while ago. Doesn't even notice. So I tap again, twice. So there are players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? The wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff. Yeah. A bit terse. He has a laser focus on the game. And I can see why. He's currently sitting on... Whoa. 714,900 points. That's a lot of points. That's a heck of a high score. That is. Or as this other guy would put it, holy blank, that's a blank of a high score. Excuse me? Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. Keeping a good pace here, plenty of lives stocked, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classy when draped in his British accent. This guy's British. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade. Other folks want to play the game too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Whoa. Will this cover it? Well, when I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife and then roll around in bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? Cost of the game? No. Game itself. Never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. Not even in 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjamins. One moment please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me, with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for 3k. What do? Less than a minute, I have a response. Considering we paid $200 for it, Plus parts? Yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how Naomi's going to react to this, offloading one of her darling just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit, also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real cost of old arcade machines. I knew all the workplace drama was going on to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. Should we take the money, guys? Should we take the money? I mean, it's tempting. I'd say 3 large is more than fair. It's all yours. Quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. Want me to get the dolly wheel for this old thing out of here for you? He shakes his head. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm leaving the game right where it is. But you bought it. So I can play it whenever I want for as long as I want. Provided nobody else is already playing it, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt someone. I wouldn't want to take it away from the Funplex. Naomi would cry. We can't have that, right? Made the right choice. Made the right choice. Which leaves the rando hopping mad, to be fair. We had been kind of ignoring that he exists. What the heck, man? What kind of arcade is this, anyway? I'm going to Deco's Palace. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out the door. We got 3k. We got 3k more than what he would have put in. So, I'm fine with that. On the plus side, no, we won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out in the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Oh, that accent. Accent. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pellets, zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this crazy rich guy actually is. What? Digging that dad bod, bro. Splashing around the cash, aren't we, Mr. Moneybags? Take from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not... I'm not doing the last one. I have my eyes set on Ashley, the flamingo girl. And why? Because of Naomi? Because of the Funplex? It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando out the door in favour of this guy. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even while playing.
I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
I'm not sure if the voice suits this guy, but it's a nice voice anyway.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant? I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Luke, Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
It sounds like someone's putting on that English accent. You can actually tell they're putting it on just a little bit. It's so hilarious. I love it. So, you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
Is he Australian or British? Who knows? The beeps and boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real-world conditions. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears.
It's all about the emotions.
I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. Ooh, I thought it was only like in the 1 millions. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shifts. hours and hours, and he's still only on about 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Gotta have the legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be a psychic. I feel like I should let him go back to his game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. Gonna get your Moopy dripped in gold. If it was me tossing around green like that, I'd have the game coated in solid gold and encrusted with diamonds. Gold's heavy, it'd break through the floor. At mentioning money, he loses interest. Not that he's annoyed, he's just far more focused on his maze than any financial tips. You know, it'd be shiny, right? Right,
I don't think so.
I don't throw money around to impress people. Money removes obstacles, nothing more, nothing less. It's a tool like any other. I like this guy. Not in that way, not in that way. I do day trading, stocks and bonds, but I'm here for Moopy. Not to offer fiscal advice. Right. My ill-fated attempts at humour piffling out, I decided to let it go. He's getting more and more distracted by the game, I should leave him be. I have to do something about a thing. By the sounds of it, he sounded more like a high score junkie you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kinda strange. That's not the impression I had from him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. Maybe I was wrong about him, not sure yet. Let's see, what to handle next? Well, there's only a large crowd around Showtime stage. In the distance I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade. That's quite the crowd that's assembling. Let me guess, some idol who just likes going on dance machines? Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was rowdier earlier. It has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living, having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat... I've already done that one. It's an auditory flashback right into the 1980s. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. Whoa! A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play. Showtime stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. Uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the coloured spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch that fever, Luke? I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season. As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Tio? My first double A on Stop That Beat.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. I'm going to keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you. Hey, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As this next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from the Showtime stage. I feel my head bob into my foot and my foot tapping. Hey, it's a really catchy song. Can you blame me? Getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder.
Care to dance?
How about you? Want to take the spotlight? Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. What? In public? I think not. Dance with a hottie like you? Absolutely. No, I'm not doing the last one. I have my eyes set on Ashley. Back when I was stomping around on the dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. I'm not sure I'd even know how to play this one. It has caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game. And is keen to teach. Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo. Less chance of stopping on someone else's foot that way. 'Tis a valid point. However, how can I resist to ask a guy such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over.
Wait. You're new here, right?
Yes, very.
Name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo's the best. Greatest guy here, Boogie Woogie Rando. Wallflower Rando. He's sort of like our leader, yeah.
Oh, please, I'm nothing really.
He looks directly into my eyes.
Nothing as special as you.
Well, we've only just met. God, Dio, we just met like 2 seconds ago.
I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're all super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So, what do you say? Play our silly dancing game?
Tio outstretched his hand to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. Go for it. Go for it. I can't care less I'm supposed to be working. As a kid, remember stomping around in this dance? I'm gonna get told off for this, I know that for sure. Even if I technically don't know how to play yet. Without thought, I take his hand. Let's do this. As I'm about to step on stage, an ominous shiver crawls down my spine. I know I can't see her face behind the mask, but I can totally sense she's glaring daggers my way. It's creeping me out. I'm the new floor attendant, Luke. Really? Well, I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime stage. Now that I think about it. He's out, I'm in. I'm currently year 0 of the floor attendant Luke regime.
Hello there.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Luke. Hope we get to know each other well. Indeed. For someone that knows Showtime stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet. True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around making sure everyone is happy and having a blast. What about you and your feelings? Theo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. How sweet. That's all I need in life. It's all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it? Hey, wanna film a workplace safety video? I know you're having a ball over there, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep the path present. Can you let it slide just this once for me? Nope, if I let that happen once, then it's going to happen all the time. I get it though, your crew's passionate about this game, and that's a good thing, but a stampede on my first day of work would be bad for everyone involved. Could you imagine the headlines? Local arcade floor attendant trampled on first day, blood everywhere. Clickbait, I like it. Very true. If you want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your obituary. We totes can't have that. I got this. Luckily the song that was being played just finished. Tio jumps up on the stage and cups his hand over his mouth. Hey, listen. We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. I like my spot. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. It's Luke's first day, so let's show him some respect. The respect he deserves. I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm going to be known as the party pooper. Guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of that dirty bandage floating in the water. No one would talk to me for a week. Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Luke's just doing his job. Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me. Need another drink. Better? Yeah, that's so much better. I nod, genuinely impressed with how Tio can capture his community's attention. They listen to him and have the utmost respect for him. Although he's totally coming on to me earlier. Yeah, actually, much better.
Didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game, you know? Of course you know.
Yeah, I definitely know.
Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing until closing time.
As long as that dancing is within the law, carry on. Officer Luke has spoken. Officer Luke. Start to walk away ready for my next venture when I remember something I should do. Turn back to Tio. Hey, thanks.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade and make a new friend. I'd say that's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's gonna be impressed, right? With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Actually, a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but you know. I'm so at peace. In fact, I didn't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding on up behind me.
Good day.
Not a bad first day so far. Been keeping tabs on you, while others have been, and they've been texting me. You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app going. I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free. A valid point. I'll look into that.
Impressive.
I'm impressed with how you handled yourself. I think you're going to work out just fine. Why, thank you, Gavin. I appreciate that. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
Yeah.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying. I mean, I fed you and everything. Francine hasn't fired him yet, right? An adorable nightmare. Good old Gavin. Yes, the adorable nightmare. Joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Ooh.
Luke's off to a great start. Here's to your first day, followed by many more. Don't you two have jobs to attend to? Let's order the replacement power supply for Robotron. Nothing left to do for the day. I like Ashley. I guess we're at an impasse here, Wolfie. We're gonna have to fight. Only because Ashley mentioned anime, and you know me, being the weeb I am, with the weeb level of over 9,000, I'm kind of siding towards Ashley a bit more than Naomi. Although Naomi is amazing as well. Put him up, Wolfie. I'll win. Not many kids around for me to entertain. Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. Is it my dream job? Taking this job was a risk. The arcade business is a risk, and I knew if I didn't leap into it, well, I'd stay utterly stuck in life. It's been a strange kind of days. Hectic, stressful, surreal at times, but I've been riding that wave and riding it well. My co-workers seem just as strange, which is a plus. Definitely. We're all in this together. I could find some kindred spirits with this crew. So, dream job could be. It very well could be. I was trying not to make that joke, you know, family friendly and all that. We've only got a few hours till closing time, and it's nice and quiet. How about we game for a bit? Speak for yourself. I still got paperwork to handle. Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game. Irrelevant. I know your dirty little secret. What, Naomi? Sneak in early each morning to play pinball. Pinball wizard. Ah, well, one of it. I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of that art form. You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney. Yes, I haven't played pinball for years. The girls are giggling, and I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, not a bad way to end my first day.
By the way, I've booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
Who? The looks of confusion, outright terror of their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. And the music has gotten a lot more sinister. Oh my god.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
Birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? It's their 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. Oh god, a birthday party. For 5 years old? Then we starts pulling our hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls overhand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, and chewing gum into the coin slots. Pulling out my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom! Doom! The end is nigh! This is amazing! I'm loving this game.
Well,
Absolutely loving this game.
I hate to get in the way of all the fun. Yep, it's time for my afternoon nap anyway. Have fun, dears.
Oh god, my first kid's birthday party. What the Right, battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can watch so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damages. Luke, rowing duty, look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. Oh my god, the music. Oh, and I can hear the kids coming. Oh, this is scary. I did not sign up to a horror game. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it's seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans, disgorging kindergarteners, and suddenly... Oh no, the kids are here! No! We need to get rid of them, quick! Oh, the kids are here. I kind of want to work in an arcade now. An explosion of small humans rushes the door, bursting into the arcades before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on. Or even just pretend to be playing. Oh, those were the days. Wolfie, do you see what I see? A little fox. A fox on that kid's shirt. The crew assumes battle stations. Naomi by the fragile pinball machines. Ashley near the door, trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with the pre-stacked $10 rolls of tokens, quickly exchanges them. With the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, well, Queen Bee and Tia's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them. Wow, thanks for abandoning us. Keen on Ken out of hand surges of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Luke, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. They're all crying over the stolen tickets near Percy and Gavin. An angry adult shouting at a kid near Tio and Queen Bee. I thought Tio and Queen Bee just fled the battlefield. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes near Naomi and Ashley. I weave my way through the waves of children towards the skee ball machines. One little girl sitting at the end of the skee ball ramp, crying, no parent in sight. To settle her, no. Task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing. What with lawsuit happy parents looking over by the vending machines, ignoring their kids, but floor attendant Luke decided to take the case at the same. Hey, my name's Luke, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help? Her sobbing pauses, and she looks up at me. I lost my tickets! Someone stole them from me. I played and won a bunch of them. When I put them down, I was talking to a friend and now they're gone. I glance around in the sea of kids. It's impossible to tell who the thief could be. I don't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent them all on skee ball, and my tickets are all gone now. Wow. Wow, Luigi. Easy, easy. We'll figure this out somehow. I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime. Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area based on where Milpy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the walls and solve this directly. Nope, not gonna mess around with this one. A theft is serious business. Wait right there, okay, kid? I'll go get help. We'll get to the bottom of this, I promise. Okay. I duck through the crowd, weave my way back to the ticket desk. Hey Gavin, that girl over there. Boy with the red hair, currently playing Frogger. He took her tickets when she wasn't looking. Wait, you saw?
Certainly.
Of course, what of it? So do we bring it to his parents or to the cops? Well, you knew he didn't do anything to help. So how do we deal with this one? Do we go to confront the brat's parents or go grab the cops? Or just work him over until... work him over under the hot lights? Honestly, I'd suggest letting it go. You confront the child, he'll climb up and refuse to ever admit wrongdoing. And the parents can be twice as immature if found. Right now, I've just wanted to keep the peace. One girl crying is less of a disturbance than a boy throwing a tantrum. The way he stands there so stoic and uncaring, while that girl in pink just sobs. It's not right. I mean, seriously, it's not right. But he's my boss. How hard do I need to push this? What makes her sadness less important than a boy's potential tantrum? So let this one customer feel like crap, just to avoid having another customer maybe feel like crap. A thief, may I add. There's keeping the peace, and then there's allowing suffering just because it's the path of least resistance. We're losing a customer today, regardless. I'd rather not break the little girl's heart to do it, and let a bully learn he can do what he wants. At first, it looks like he's going to chew me up for standing up to him, but you think me a monster? Of course I feel bad about this. I feel bad for it, and he shouldn't get away with it. I'm just trying to protect the arcade as a whole. Then do it, protect the arcade, but protecting the gamers and their dreams. He sighs, like a stress release valve, yawning open and closed.
Indeed.
You're right, of course.
Apologies.
Focusing on the big picture does tend to leave me apathetic to each individual brushstroke. My apologies, Luke. I'm lucky I had you to put me back on track. Your predecessor wouldn't have stood up to me like this and shown me how strong I was. No, how wrong I was. Now, let's sort this out properly. Gavin walks up to the kid who's busy hopping a frog around in traffic. Wouldn't mind seeing this kid go play in traffic. Oh, that's savage. The savagery right there. Oh, the savagery right there. Wouldn't mind seeing this kid go play in traffic myself. Oh my god, this game is amazing. Boy. What is this, got a what? Boy. Bratty rando. What you want? Can't help but notice that roll of tickets in your pocket. Big winner, are you? The biggest. Got them all playing that spinny color game over there. See? Really, it's funny. I see that. I own that game. Might I see you roll, please? I don't want to show you. Well, I can see the end poking out of your pocket there, and I see the serial number on the ticket that starts with 1. Which is interesting, because the roll I loaded into the color spinner, it started with a 2.
I think not.
Me and those tickets were won by playing skee ball specifically, and the girl over there. And you took them. You're a liar. Leave me alone. I'll yell for my mom.
Seriously?
Do we want to risk having your mom believe me instead of you? Instead, how about you give me the tickets and walk away? At first, the kid looks like he's going to shriek murder. But a few nervous glances at his mother busy munching chips by the vending machine changed his mind. Take him. I don't want him anyway. He angrily stomps away, presumably to go play some other game on the other side of the arcade.
Yay!
You did it! You found my tickets! The girl actually hugs me. Well, hugs my leg anyway.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thanks and thanks. Now then, let's get you your prize. What is it you wanted? Crayons. Those we have, Luke. I'll take it from here. Oh, that's a fuzzy, happy feeling right there. But no time to rest my laurels. I've got other arcade dreams to defend. Right, that's that sorted out. The other two situations about to spin out of control. Only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Sounds like a hardship call to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this one. I shake the discomfort off. Not the time to doubt myself. I need the time. I need to find out what's going on and stat. I can't even been talking for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Usually my voice doesn't let me. As I get close to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy.
I did it!
Admit it! You know what you did, you brat. Manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. Mom, keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest beyond sweet Josh that he should put in his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance. I won't let some devil child steal his money. Let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? He looks guilty. He has a guilty face. Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated, and Teo has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. Racing games are right next to the Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing. If he was on stage. And just the way Queen Bee brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I can ask one of them for help. I could try to solve this one by myself. I mean, is it wrong to get... It is wrong to get someone else involved. Teo was right next to the action when he went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset, but if you please stop shouting, I can get this sale all set. We can get this all settled. Settled. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. I'm giving you the worst online reviews. Teo jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. Puts his hand up.
Sheesh.
Simmer down, simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Really? I mean, right, of course. Teo, by all means, elaborate. Teo walks past us right up to the Fast Cars 5 game. He lackadaisically thumps in the driver's seat and then motions for us to come near. Let me show you both something. Teo points to the car console. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic, and totally necessary for a driving game. Pedestals, gear shifts, and so on. But the feature Teo draws on our attention is the two coin slots, which are vertically slacked, one on top of the other. Okay, so this is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these two identical consoles? Which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left hand game? It's obviously the left one, right? I mean, correct? Of course not, fool. It's the right one.
Exactly.
What preposterous. See, these import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistakes really happen all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be as just, if not more confused. Honestly, mine was just a lucky guess. I give Tio grateful luck, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at the boy now. But no entitled mothers, am I right? How dare you imply my precious Josh was wrong? I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade. Right now. Oh wow, didn't see that one coming. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. Don't think we'll see her or her son anymore. And frankly, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that too. Once they're gone, Teo looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs.
No can do.
There's just no please. There should be a button on the machine that you can press just to get the token back. Like right next to the coin slot. There should be one. See that red button by there that's on these machines? That's the button you press to get the token or coin back. It's not like they skipped out, like, you know. Unless you already played the game. I feel sorry for her son. There's no way. That's no way to treat a kid. Teo's sprightly and happy demeanor slightly shifted. Eyes glazed over as he looked into the distance. I haven't seen Teo act like this before. He just looks so upset. Wonder if I should check in with him. Teo, hey, you feeling okay? I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Teo's okay. It seems like you really can empathize with the kid's plight. Hey, is everything alright? You need anything? After pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. Just reminded me of how I'd get treated by teachers. Notably, I'd space out in class, daydreaming, and they'd rake me over the coals for it just to assert authority. Total overkill.
Bummer.
Really bums me out to see adults mistreat kids this way, you know? I like to treat people with respect, even when they're in the wrong, like you saw just now with that woman. I appreciate you taking some time to ask me, you know. Shows you got respect too, and empathy. You're a kind person, Luke. Oh, why thank you. Why thank you, Teo. I'm not that important. We should make sure that boy's safe and sound.
Catch you later.
I'm heading back to Showtime stage. Holler if you need anything. I give a quick wave to Teo as he returns to his game. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. You gonna be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. Then that woman approached and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt. Yeah, it's green. Bijou Mike green. So, I'm joking. I'm not trying to cause beef for Bijou Mike. He's a good friend of mine. Although, it's outdated, the green. It's now pink. If that's any consolation. The bad lady is gone, and I don't think she's ever going to come back. The boy's cheeks still streaked with tears, let a smile spread on his face.
Thank you.
Thank you. And tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me too. I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. 2 problems in the can. Now deal with that cupcake problem. Oh. Too late. The vintage midway cabinet Naomi just finished fixing up is covered in icing. Looks like Ashley's costume is going to need dry cleaning too. I shoot them a helpless look and a shrug. Hey Luke, kinda wish it was pink icing, then nobody would notice. I'm sorry about that, I wasn't quick enough. You still helped out, I saw you with those other kids. You're a natural. I think things are winding down now anyway. Why not take a break, and then I'll swap off with you and take a break myself afterwards. Yeah, okay, sounds good. Honestly, I'm kind of worn out. Ashley's right. I need to take a step away from all this craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool with him, I slip away, headed to the employee lounge. Oh, in the employee lounge. Goodness. What a day. Quirky co-workers, die-hard pro gamers, volatile kids get into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness, or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Now that's a true statement I can get behind. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders, and spot an upside down kid. We're not in Naruto, kid. Go back to Naruto. I'm so confused. Is he trying to learn how to control his chakra? Wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better? Wait, what's the kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi. Hi, and you are? Mikey. Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Luke. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employee-only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in? This guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Score 1 for the Ashley's Well storytelling, being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you still can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open. I guess it's technically safe,
Please
but...
don't send me back out there.
Well, this is I am curious. I am very curious by this. It is. So we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the guy who solves problems.
No problems, just don't want to go out there.
Do you want to play with your friends? He gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city. And before that, we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? He nods mutually. So I should have busted him there and then, brought him back out to the party, where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin, but I've enforced the rules of the arcade. Hey kid, I won't tell on you. But if you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company. Thanks. You really won't tell my mum? Nope. Why? I thought you want to make me go. You're an adult, like Mom. Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact. You were the new kid? Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs, taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided I'd just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow. What's that mean? It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you don't care. You just do what you have to do, without really being sad over it.
But that sounds so sad. You weren't sad?
No.
You're sad to never care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue hard. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out, wouldn't have helped little Luke out. If an adult did this for me... Wait. Wouldn't have helped little Luke out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little Luke would have needed. It won't always be this bad. Life has ups and downs. Hey Mikey, look. Both of us had some sad times. It's not always going to be like that. Now, I work here at an arcade. I help people play fun games all day. How cool is that? That is actually pretty cool. And I did make a friend eventually, a nice girl named Juniper. She helps me when I'm feeling bad, and I help her. I won't lie to you. You'll still feel sad sometimes. Life can be really difficult. But it won't always be difficult. If you keep your head up, you can ride through the good and the bad parts. Is there anything in your life that's always good, no matter what? Mikey thinks over a little. I like cartoons, same. And I can watch those no matter where we live. See? No matter how sad you get, you'll always have your cartoons. Any city you live in will have them, see? There are good things, along with the bad. Does anybody else at your school like the same cartoons you do? I don't know. You want to find out? There's a super easy way. Just ask them. Really? Really? You'd be surprised. Okay, Mr. Luke? Yeah? Do you like Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions too? The hell is that? Don't tell your mum I used that word. Kid grins, amused that he caught me swearing. And well, we're both laughing because I'm just an ordinary person now. Not some authority figure. I make mistakes. Both of us have highs and lows. Hey, I bet some of the kids out there love Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions. I mean, who doesn't? How about we go back out there? You can ask the other kids what cartoons they like. You'll never know until you ask. I don't know. I'm not saying they'll all be your friends. Some won't. But some will. The good and the bad. Mikey, you get both. If you look, and it's worth looking for the good. Definitely. That's the spirit. I take his hand to lead him out back to the main room. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all Mikey's problems. I'm no child psychologist. That was just entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and now they couldn't take time off work. The whole Heel family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we'd been dealt. To simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out that mire. I'd only known her for a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am, working in a nice looking arcade with some really great video games, by the way. Today has been, well, bonkers, alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I've been in a very, very long time. Beep beep. Beep beep, Luke. My emotional voice analysis subroutine combined with your body language suggests you're very happy right now. Yeah, I guess I am. How'd you know? I just told you, silly. I mean, how'd you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
I didn't. What? I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements. A fun atmosphere, spirited co-workers helping people out, and so on. So I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, we were going to give it a try. I mean, true. Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know.
Hooray!
I tried to be. When the car's pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. Just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have found out by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to bug Gavin about my paperwork. But hey, that can wait. Rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run when I'm checking in with everyone though. Who do I want to hang around with first? Ashley, of course. Now, I actually haven't seen Ashley outside her costume. Is that the kid from My Hero Academia? The naval laser kid? Definitely looks like the naval laser kid from My Hero Academia. Ashley pulled up a chair next to the ticket counter and is suing fervently. I wonder why my way over to the prize corner to see if there is anything I can do. Need any help with Pinky?
Oh, hi!
Oh gosh, it's really nice of you, Luke. And I realised, I think this is the first time I've seen her out of the flamingo costume. I didn't realise she can get even more adorable. I didn't realise either. Apparently she's not some half flamingo, half human hybrid. Of course, I'm not a half-bird mutant creature. What? How did you? What did I not tell you? I'm a cosplayer slash arcade worker by day. Psychic detective by night. Oh, the classic anime. Although she doesn't have glasses, but it's the classic anime glasses push-up thing. Don't know what it's called. I solve all matters of grisly crimes with my ability to read people's minds. Even now, I'm looking into your deepest thoughts. Okay, prove it. If I've learned anything about Ashley, it's that this is probably more of one of her storytime adventures. I could contest it. If that's the case, then tell me, Miss Psychic Detective. What am I thinking about? Right now. Ashley rolls her eyes with a smirk. Relax, I'm just messing with you. In my defense, the quizzical look all over your face told me everything I need to know. It's always weird seeing people out of their costumes. I've done the same thing with other cosplayers. I couldn't recognize them outside of wigs and makeup. I don't take it personally. So maybe I'll even trick you when I'm in one of my other costumes. But for now, I gotta focus on helping Pinky out. How bad is it? Well, lucky Pinky's arm is still intact. My stitch job held up. But some kids pulled out a few of my tail feathers. Thankfully, you kept it from getting splattered with cupcakes. This kind of stuff happens all the time. It's just more common at these, well, I never actually helped them with the cupcake ordeal thing. That's one thing. I never actually helped out. I've done the other two, not the cupcake one. I've come quite deft at fixing Pinky up after these events. See, look at that. That was my last stitch. Not bad. It looks almost new.
Thankies.
You know, you did really well out there today. You should be proud of yourself, no matter what Gavin says about you. Yeah, wait, what? Well, I'm pooped. I think I'm gonna head home and take a nice bath and relax.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! No, wait! Come back! Come back here! Too late, she's gone. Guessing she was messing with me anyway, right? With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I see how Gavin will handle the remains of the day. Luke, good work today. Thanks, boss, mid-boss, sub-boss. Gavin will do. Can't say you've been a perfect employee. My standards are impossibly high. So I just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. You came to me when dealing with those stolen tickets. Good. I want you to know I'll always be here. You should need me, even if I look busy. Normally, I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, as Teo told me everything. Although Teo isn't staff, I suppose he stepped up to handle the rude customer with rational and calm attitude, so I'll consider that handled. I'm pleased to say the sale of Mr. Moopy's magic maze for the full $3,000 will indirectly offset quite a few of these costs. I'm glad you consulted me on that and stuck to your guns on the pricing. Even if I'd be happy to be rid of that relic entirely. Why is it still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone? Percy didn't want to break up the family. They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I say. Ahem. Are you giving our poor little Luke a hard time, Gavin, dear? Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dreams matters too, as does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow. Or isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Gavin, I know you mean well. I want to keep everyone's dream afloat, but sacrifices made in that name would shatter the dreams of others. Well, that's not what the Funplex is all about. Luke, you understand, yes? The reason why? Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during the interview. Now I think I understand. I'm here today because I need to take risks. I've been mired in the muck for years now, just taking what I can get out of life. Going with the flow. I look around and I see all sorts of risk takers, people chasing hopes and dreams, without compromise. Without looking back. Naomi, Percy, Queen Bee, Teo, Ashley. Even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this. We don't settle, we fight. We chase after our hopes and dreams. And cower before taking a chance. We don't take the safe option. I see.
Apologies.
Luke, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism. Some days, but I know my heart. I need to on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you're still keen to work here, Luke. Of course. I don't even hesitate before applying. Absolutely. Gavin fetches his nearby short stack of forms. Pull these up tonight, hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex. Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine, Luke. One bus ride later, and it's home again. Home again. Jiggity jig. Juniper already home from work. Alright, so I'm gonna save this here. Empty slot. And I'm gonna leave that stream here for today. We've been streaming for 3 hours. It's been a while since I streamed for 3 hours straight. That's impressive for me. But anyway, I'm gonna take this off so we can see thick juniper. And anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. Leave a like if you did. Do not forget to subscribe if you want to know when I go live again. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you get a little notification when I go live or upload a new video. You can also join my Discord, or you can follow me on Twitter. Links will be in the description down below. And one more thing. And thank you, Wolfie, for the £3 donation earlier. That was nice of you. I do appreciate that. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.